something super fun. We're going to be making lemonade.
Yay!
But it's not any kind of lemonade, it's special lemonade. With this lemonade, it has to do with the author's purpose. Does anybody remember anything about the author's purpose? Yes.
It's why they wrote the book.
Yes, that's very good. So the author's purpose is why they wrote the book or the reasonings behind what they wrote. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into the lesson. And today we're going to be doing something a little different than usual. We're going to be doing guided notes while I give you the content of the new material and during the presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and pass those out while I explain what we're going to be doing with them. And so with these guided notes, you're just going to take one and pass it back. For these guided notes, as you can see, there's already words written on them, but there's a couple of blank spaces throughout the sheet, and in those blank spaces, that's where you're going to be filling out information that I give you from my slideshow, and you're going to be writing that down, and then you get to use these notes for some of your activities and further use. And I will be walking you through the first step, the first little lesson that we do, so you guys get a hang of it, and then you're going to have to keep watching and keep listening so you can fill out the rest. And we'll go over at the end. If anybody misses anything, just let me know at the end of the presentation and we can go back and I can let you know what it is. All right. So the objective for today is to identify the main purpose of a text, including what the author wants to answer, explain, or describe. So this is what your guide notes looks like, and I have it up on the screen as well, just for now so you can see. And with each blank, that's where one word goes, and it will complete the sentence that we have made for each. So the author's purpose, which we kind of touched base on a little bit earlier, what it is an author's purpose is the main reason or reasons why the author wrote the text. And this can include a couple of different things, including the reason why the author wants to entertain you, to answer information to you, inform or explain something to you, describe something, or convince or persuade you to think or act a certain way. So what is one way that the author can inform you on the passage that they wrote?
Give you facts.
Give you facts, very good. And how might they entertain you?
Tell a story.
Tell a story. What kind of story?
A funny story.
Funny story, very good. That'd be very entertaining. All right. So to make lemonade, the last three letters of lemonade is A-D-E. Answer, describe, and explain. And we're going to touch base on that today. And we're going to learn the reasons why the author's purpose is to answer, describe, and explain. So when you think of the author's purpose, just think of lemonade. Okay? And we're going to touch back on that a little bit later. So the author is writing to answer. When an author wants to answer information to you, they will do so by starting with a question. And let's go ahead and look down at our guided notes. Do we see something that might work with the information I just told you about the author starting with a question? Is there a blank spot where that might fit in?
Answer?
Yes. So the first blank spot is going to be question. Starts with a question. And so the next reason why an author is writing to answer is they use facts to draw conclusions to answer the question. So you're going to go ahead and put in facts in that next blank spot. So it says the author uses facts to draw conclusions to answer the question. So what kind of story would be writing to answer. If they're giving you facts, or if they're starting with a question, would that be an entertaining story, or an informational story, or a persuading story?
An informing story.
An informing story, very good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to writing to explain. And this is gonna be the lemon on the far right, your explain lemon. When an author informs you, he or she tells you about something you may or may not know about. This could include a step-by-step process, so go ahead and look at your guided notes and fill in where it says blank by blank process. That will be step-by-step process. Uses diagrams. That will be your next blank. Uses action words. Tells you how to do something. And so, by uses action words, what might an action word be?
Go.
Yes, very good. And could anybody give me a step-by-step process? What would that be? If I was giving you a step-by-step process, would it be for
Recipe.
a recipe, just like making lemonade? Very good. And now we're going to move right on to describing. The author's purpose to describe. An author may write a story to describe. He or she uses lots of descriptive words so you can get a picture in your head. They use the 5 senses. Can we figure out what the 5 senses are? Anybody remember? You can get
Taste.
Taste, very good.
Smell.
Smell.
Sight.
Sight, very good. We have 2 more.
Hearing.
Hearing.
Touch.
And touch, good job. So these are 5 senses that the author would include in their story to help better describe something. And they're going to use lots of details about one topic. So it might be a story just on dogs, and it will tell you everything you need to know about dogs, from the reason why they have their fur to the color of their fur. All right. And so does anybody have any questions or needs to go back to any of the guided notes that we have? Everything's all filled out? Very good. So we're going to go ahead and keep those because you can use these guided notes later on. And actually our next activity, you can go ahead and leave them on your desk because we can use those for that. And for our next activity, we're going to go ahead and do our peanut butter and jelly groups. But before we start moving, I'm going to kind of walk you through what we're going to do for peanut butter and jelly groups. So we're going to be doing a worksheet, and it's for the author's purpose, and you're going to be reading each passage. There are 6 passages on here, and you're going to be reading them. You're going to cut them out, and then you're going to place them under which kind of passage it is. Is it a passage to answer, describe, or explain? And there's going to be 2 for each category. So 2 answer passages, 2 describe passages, and 2 explain passages. And once you have those all figured out, you're going to get your composition book. And in your composition book, you're going to write answer. And you're going to paste the 2 stories that match answer under that. And you're going to do the same for describe and the same for explain. And then once you're all done, you're going to clean up, put your scraps in the recycle bin, put your glue sticks and your scissors away, and you're going to return back to your seats and wait quietly. And so for peanut butter partners, I want you to go and get scissors. Not yet, please. Once I say so, I'm going to have peanut butter go up and then jelly go up so we're not running all over the place. Peanut butter partners are getting scissors and glue for you and your partner. Jelly partners, you're going to be getting you and your partner's composition books. So peanut butter partners, go ahead and get your scissors and your glue sticks. And return to your seats. And jelly partners, you can get your composition books for you and your partner. And for this activity, I will let you all do flexible seating, so you can stay at your desks, you can go to the back desk, you can sit on the floor if you have a clipboard, but just remember we're going to keep this at level 2, so I want you to still be able to hear my voice and your partner's voice, but no one else's. So you can go ahead and move around to the seat that you'd like, and go ahead and get started on that. And the students are going to be doing this activity for about 10 to 15 minutes. And once they're done, we're going to go ahead and go back to our seats and continue. All right. And I need everyone to go ahead and wrap up. We're going to be finishing up, so if you need to, you can go ahead and throw away your scraps. If you need to put your glue sticks and scissors back, go ahead. I want my peanut butter partners to put those back, but we're going to keep our composition books at our desks because we're going to go over our activity. All right. So for under answer, we should be having our citrus fruit and is lemonade healthy? And these are ones that answer. So citrus fruit starts with a question, and is lemonade healthy also has a question in it. And so for describe, it's going to be lemonade and lemons. And this has, for lemons, descriptive words such as bright and yellow and thick, bumpy skin. And for lemonade, it has the senses. It has sweet and crisp taste, sunny yellow color, hot summer day. And for explain, we have lemonade recipe and how to plant a lemon tree. The lemonade recipe is a step-by-step recipe, and how to plant a lemon tree, it gives you a step-by-step process, as well as shows how to do something, uses action words. And so you're gonna go ahead and tuck that into your composition book. And now I want you all to please put your composition books under your desk. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass out your quiz that you're gonna be taking. And for your quiz, you're gonna have 2 stories. And in these 2 stories, you're gonna have to answer 2 questions. One is going to be multiple choice, and one is going to be short response or fill in the blank. And this is going to be an independent activity. You're going to be working quietly. Once you are finished, you can flip it over and draw on the back, or take out your book and read that. And once everyone is completed, then I will go ahead and collect all of them, and we will do a quick review. So I want you to go ahead and work on that. And the students are going to have about 15 minutes to complete this quiz. All right, very good, class. I'm going to go ahead and collect all of them. Thank you. And I will grade these, and I will bring them back to you tomorrow so you have them. And we're just going to do a quick summary real quick on everything that we have learned today. So what was our lemonade? What does it entail?
Answer, describe, explain.
Good job. And this is all for whose purpose?
The authors.
The authors, very good. And what's one way that we recognize the author's purpose whenever it comes to answer?
Question.
Question, very good. And how about for describe?
Adjectives.
Adjectives, very good. It's describing words, which could also be using the five senses. And for explain, how can we figure out if the author is explaining something.
It gives steps.
Steps, yep, the step-by-step process tells you how to do something. Very good. And that's gonna be all for today. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up and clean up and go ahead and get ready for related arts.